Let's go back into our server and actually implement these post methods. First, we want to create the post method for our login. This is just going to be posted to/login. And we also, since we're going to be getting information from forms, what we need to do is come up here post here for our register, we could say request.name, request.body.name, and that would correspond to this name field right here. We could do the same thing for email, and of course lastly the same thing for password. And what we put after body here corresponds exactly to this name field. So name is name, name is email, name is password. Whatever this name field is corresponds to what we're going to use after body to access it. Now what we're going to do is instead of using the database to store our users, we're just going to put a local variable inside of our server. So let's create a variable up here. We're just going to say const users is going to be equal to an empty array. Now this is something you would never want to do in production, but it's much easier to use just a local variable as opposed to connecting to an entire database, especially since this tutorial is only focused on the authentication and login portion and not on how to connect to a database. If you want to learn how to connect to a database in an application, I have an entire full stack course on YouTube for Node.js and MongoDB that you can check out. I'll have it linked in the cards and the description below. So now down here inside of our body, we also need to be able to hash our user's password. And to do that, we're going to use something called bcrypt, which is a library that we want to install. So down here inside of our terminal, we can just hit plus to open up a new terminal, and we can type in npm i bcrypt. And bcrypt is going to allow us to hash passwords as well as to compare hashed passwords to make sure that our application is entirely secure. Once that's done downloading, we can come up to the top here and we can actually include that. So we can say const bcrypt is going to be equal to require, just like that, and we want to make sure we require bcrypt. There we go, now we actually have access to that variable. Let's make sure we go back to our other console that has our actual application running on it, and inside of here, what we want to do is we want to create a new user with the correct hashed password. So to do this, we're going to use a try catch block because we actually are using asynchronous code, and what we want to do is we want to make sure this is an async function so that we can use try catch inside of it. And what we want to do is we want to make a hashed password. So we can create a variable, call it hashed password, run nodemon, whoops, not nodemon, if we run npm run dev start, just like that, that's going to run that script that we just created in here, this dev start script, And every single time we make a change to our server.js, it's going to refresh our server and rerun all of our code. To get started, the very first thing we want to do is just set up our basic Express application. So let's import Express. We can do that just using an Express variable. And we can just say require Express. That's going to bring in Express. And we also want to get the app variable from Express. So we can just say call the Express function here. And if we come down here and type in app.listen and give it a port, we now have an app. What we should do is set up a route into to response variable. And all we want to do is actually send them a certain page that we're going to create. So we can just say response.render. And inside of here, we want to render a file. We're going to call that index.ejs. And we can save that. And right now we don't have any files being rendered. In order to get that working, what we need to do is create a folder called views. And inside of here, we need to create that view, index.ejs. And now inside of here, let's just put some code. We'll put an h1, and inside of it, we're just going to say hi, just like this. Save that. Let's just say we want to pass down a name. And we can just give a name of Kyle, for example, as a basic example. And inside of here, we can just put that name by putting it inside of this less than with a percent and an equal sign. This will actually render out a variable, and we can just render name. Now if we save that and we refresh over here, you'll see it says hi Kyle. Now that we have a super simple server set up, let's actually create the routes we need for our login page and our register page. First, we'll create views for them. We'll call it login.ejs, and we'll also create a view here called register.ejs. These will be our two different pages. And then inside of our server, we're going to create routes for both of those. So we can just use get routes again, since we just want to get them via the URL. The first one is going to be login. And again, it'll take a request and a response. And inside of here, what we want to do is we just want to copy this code up here for rendering, but instead we want to render our login.ejs, and we don't need to worry about passing any extra information to it. So here's our login, and we can do the exact same thing for register, except for we're going to change our route to be register.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Pedro here from noobcoder.com, and in this tutorial we're going to be talking about EJS. Now what EJS is a template language, and that's going to allow us to write more dynamic web pages. So to get started, what we have here is a static HTML file. You can see that we have dummy data here. So when it says you searched for stuff, and we have search results of dummy data. A template that we use if our Express application code dynamic data. So one way to do that is if we go back to Visual Studio Code, we could set the view of our Express application. And in order to do that, we would go here and we could say app.set is going to take in two arguments. We're going to specify the view engine. The second argument is going to be the template that you want to use. So we're just going to say EJS. Once we set the view engine to EJS, we're going to have to hit Control B, and we're going to have to create a folder called views. And this is going to store our EJS templates. So I'm just going to go down here, right click, new folder, and we're going to call this views. Now Express is going to automatically know that our templates are located in the views folder because that's the default folder that it looks for. So now if I create my views folder, if I right click, new file, and instead of saying index.html, I specify index.ejs. So now that I have my index.ejs file, I'm just going to go to my index.html. I'm going to copy all this, and I'm just going to paste the code within my index.ejs. So now I'm just going to save this. I'm going to go to app.js. And what we do with templates is that we render them to the user. So I'm just going to hit Control B, get rid of the package explorer. And instead of sending a static file, I'm just going to remove this. And now we're going to say res.render, and then followed by the name of the file that you want to render, index. Now you do not need to specify the .ejs on the side, and that's because we already told Express that we are using EJS as the template. So now if I was to save this, just gonna hit Control C, Node app, head over to Chrome, we're gonna hit refresh, and you can see that we get the same exact output. So what happened here? Well, when we rendered this index.ejs file. What's happening is the server is going to look at this EJS file for EJS code. It's going to execute it and then send back to the client an HTML file. So now let's actually send data to send back to our EJS file. So from here, I'm just going to give us a route parameter. I'm just going to say user query. And here we're going to pass in an object. And this is going to be the data that we want to display within our index.ej. And then we're going to pass in request.params.user query. So now if I save this, I'm just going to hit Control C just to exit out of our server. So now if I save,
Hey everyone, welcome back. पूरा वेब पेज यहाँ पर रेंडर करना इज़ नॉट अ गुड आइडिया, करेक्ट? मैं मतलब पूरा यहाँ पर अगर HTML लिखूंगा एंड मेरे पास बहुत सारे राउट्स होंगे, सो होगा क्या कि मतलब पूरा स्लैश ये वाला URL एंटर करता हूँ, सो वी गॉट सम एरर, ओके, वी वैल्यू रख विजिट हिस्ट्री डॉट लेंथ, ओके, एंड लास्ट में तुम क्या करोगे, तुम li टैग को क्लोज कर दोगे, करेक्ट, एंड देन फाइनली आई कैन से डॉट ज्वाइन, ओके, सो इसको हम डॉट ज्वाइन कर देंगे, डन। अगर मैं इसको रन करता हूँ, ठीक है, अगर मैं अब इसको रन करूँगा, सो यू विल सी दैट कुछ इस तरह का आउटपुट आएगा, दैट ठीक है, हमारे पास अभी दो URLs है, ये पर्टिकुलर URL यहाँ पे रिडायरेक्ट करता है एंड ये पर्टिकुलर URL यहाँ पे रिडायरेक्ट करता है, एंड इसके ऊपर टोटल क्लिक्स कितने हैं, 3 हैं। अगर मैं इसके ऊपर जाता हूँ, ठीक है, सो आई कैन से लाइक लोकल होस्ट 8001 स्लैश ये वाला URL एंटर करता हूँ, so we got some error, okay, we got some error, let's see why this error happened, okay, so ये error इसलिए हुआ because हमने यहाँ पर एक स्लैश टेस्ट बनाया एंड यहाँ पर हम एक स्लैश शॉर्ट आईडी बना रहे हैं, तो ये आपस में क्लैश कर रहे हैं, ओके, सो लाइक यू नो व्हाट आई कैन डू, तो एक काम करते हैं, इसका एक बार URL चेंज करते हैं सल से स्लैश URL स्लैश शॉर्ट आईडी, ओके, तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मैं इसको विजिट करने के लिए बोलूँगा 8001 स्लैश URL स्लैश शॉर्ट आईडी, एंटर करता हूँ, मैं google.com पे आ गया। अब अगर मैं यहाँ पे रिफ्रेश करूँगा, यू विल सी दैट मेरा जो काउंट है वो इंक्रीमेंट हो रहा है, तो ठीक है, ये एक बहुत बढ़िया एक वैलिड वेब पेज है, यू कैन सी दैट हमारे पास ऑर्डर लिस्ट है, हमारे पास एक li टैग है, हमारे पास एक li टैग है, बट यार खुद सोचो कि अगर हम इसको प्रोडक्शन पे इस तरह से बनाने लगे, अगर हम इस तरह से अपना HTML रेंडर करने लगे, तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा पेनफुल होगा, राइट, इसके अंदर स्टाइलिंग भी डालनी है, इसके अंदर हमें नाव बार भी बनाना है, तो यहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, ठीक है, तो उस चीज़ को सॉल्व करने के लिए तो हम EJS का यूज़ करने वाले हैं। तो ये EJS क्या करता है, ये हमारे लिए जो टेम्पलेटिंग है, जो हमारे लिए सर्वर साइड रेंडरिंग है ना, बहुत ईजी बना देता है। तो एक डेमो दिखाता हूँ हाउ यू कैन यूज़ EJS विद एक्सप्रेस। तो तुम्हें क्या करना है, आई विल गो to the documentation. So I'll say EJS Express, ठीक है, so I'll search for EJS Express and let's do one thing, let's open up this documentation, ठीक है, तो basically it's a blog, okay, तो सबसे पहले हमें क्या करना होगा, हमें एक्सप्रेस के अंदर EJS को सेट करना है, सो दिस इज द कोड, ओके, तो पहले काम करते हैं, EJS को इंस्टॉल कर लेते हैं, सो I'll say
just going to
We
be
were
first.
too close to the stars. I never knew somebody like you. Somebody falling just as hard. I'd rather lose somebody than you. Somebody. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
Save that.
I see my reflection in your eyes.
And we can just give it graph. Also create a server. We're going to create graphs for you. So we can just use get graphs again since we just want to get them via the URL. The first one is going to be login. And again, it'll take a request. So here's picture. And we want to actually render the register.js file, which is inside of our views folder. Now, if we save that inside
For you to get, coulda, shoulda, but you never did. Wish you wanted it a little bit more, but it's a choice for you to give.
and if we go
Where
to
have
slash
you
login,
been? Do you know if you're coming back? We were too close to the stars. I never knew somebody like you. Somebody falling just as hard. I'd rather lose somebody than you. Somebody. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I see my reflection in your eyes. Tell me you see it too. So close, yet so far away. So far, I don't know how to be so low. So don't go, no, just stay. You and I were bright shooting through the sky daily. Yeah, lighting up the night wasn't always right, baby. Yeah, every time that we realize it's crazy, and you see me. We were too close to the stars. I never knew somebody like you. Somebody falling just as hard. I'd rather lose somebody than you. Somebody. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I see my reflection in your eyes.
We'll do register first. And the first thing we want to do is we want to have an H1, and inside of here, we're just going to put the text register. So we have different inputs, action, and this action here is going to be /register. And we want to make sure that we change the method here to be post. And this means that we're going to post to a route with the name /register inside of our server. So let's create that right now. We'll do it right here after our app.get. And this one's going to be an app.post. And it's going to be the same route of register. And again, this is going to have a request and response variable inside that function. And we'll just implement this later. For now, we're going to work on making sure our HTML in the register.js is complete. The first thing we need to do is we need to have a route. So we'll just use a div for doing this. And this row is actually going to contain all the information for our login. So
Now it's 3 in the morning, and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you multiple missed calls into my message you replied.
Next, we can actually create the
Why'd you
input,
only
which is
call me
going to
when
be
you're
for our
high?
input. So we have a type here, a type which is going to be text.
Why'd you only call me when you're high?
Which is the same as the form, so it's going to be name. And we also want to give it a name, which is how we'll access it on the server. And this
Talking
will
the
just be
same
name. Lastly,
shit.
we want
I
to
need a
make sure
partner.
so we use the required attribute.
Well,
Let's
are
save
you
this,
out
refresh the page,
tonight?
and see if we
It's
have a
harder and
logo
harder to get you
Let's
to
copy this down because
listen.
we're going to need a few more
More I
inputs.
get through the
We're going to
gears,
have our first
incapable
input,
of
which is
making
going
all
to be
right
email. So just change our email here
decisions
to the
and having bad ideas. Now it's 3 in the morning, and I'm trying to change your mind. Left you ball me, baby? Why'd you only call me when you're high? Sure, it's a common notion, perpetual in motion, but I don't need the comfort of any lies. For I've seen the ending, and there's no ascending rise. Oh, back when I was younger, was told by other youngsters that my head
many times. Maybe I like this roller coaster. Maybe it keeps me high. Maybe the speed it brings me closer. I could sparkle up your eye. Kathmandu, baby, New York City. Never was there ever a girl so pretty. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Kathmandu, baby, New York City. Can we get it now, low down and gritty? Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? You're no good for me, baby. You're no good for me. You're no good for me, but baby I want you. I want you. You're no good for me, baby. You're no good for me. You're no good for me, but baby I want you. I want you. I want you. Kathmandu, baby, New York City. Never was there ever a girl so pretty. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Baby stopping at 7-Eleven, there in his white Pontiac Kevin. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Kathmandu, baby, New York City. Never was there ever a girl so pretty. Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Kathmandu, baby, New York City. Can we get it now, low down and gritty? Do you think we'll be in love forever? Do you think we'll be in love? Baby, you're no good for me. You're no good for me, but baby I want you. I want you. You're no good for me, baby. You're no good for me. You're no good for me, but baby I want you. I want you. You're no good for me, baby. You're no good for me. You're no good for me, but baby I want you. I want.
Mind over matter, does it matter to any of us? Don't change the subject, I'm heavy on your love. I miss that train, New York City, it rains. Fly to East LA in big jet planes. And if the wood don't break, I'll be shaking it, 'cause I'm a young man after all. And when the seasons change, will you stand by me? 'Cause I'm a young man built to fall. Mind over matter, I'm in tatters thinking about her. Taste my disaster, it's heavy on my tongue. All the lights aglow, Tokyo snows. Go to watch the show, curtains closed. I'm watching you this time. And if the wood don't break, I'll be shaking it, 'cause I'm a young man after all. And when the seasons 'Cause I'm a young man built to fall. Ooh. Are you sick of me? Would you like to be? I'm trying to tell you something, something that I already said. You like a pretty boy with a pretty voice who's trying to sell you something, something that you already have. But if you're too drunk to drive and the music is right, she might let you stay, but just for the night. And if she grabs her your hair and drags you along, she might wanna kiss before the end of the song. Because love can burn like a cigarette, and we go nothing, and we go nothing. While the others talk, we were listening to lovers rock in her bedroom, in her bedroom. And if you start to kiss, and the record skips, flip it over and sit a little closer. But if you're too drunk to drive and the music is right, she might let you stay, but just for the night. And if she grabs her your hair and drags you along, she might wanna kiss before the end of the song. Because love can burn like a cigarette, and we go nothing, and we go nothing.
Now, how many minutes?
Very few.
But you offered me a kiss. Why?
Such a foolish reason, I'm afraid. I just wanted to kiss you.
Nothing.
confused as of late. Yeah. Watching my youth slip away. Yeah. Young like the sun, you wake me up, but you drain me out if I get too much. I might leave room or I'll break. Are we too young for this? Feels like I can't move. Sharing my heart, it's tearing me apart. But I know I miss you, baby, if I left right now. Doing what I can, trying to be a man. And every time I kiss you, baby, I can hear the sound of breaking down. Breaking down, breaking down, breaking down. I don't want to play this part, but I do all for you. I don't want to make this hard, but I will, 'cause I'm still sharing my heart, it's tearing me apart. But I know I miss you, baby, if I left right now. Doing what I can, trying to be a man. And every time I kiss you, baby, I can hear the sound of breaking down.
I wanna be your vacuum cleaner, breathing in your dust. I wanna be a Ford Cortina, I will never rust. If you like your coffee hot, let me be a coffee pot. You call the shots, babe, I just wanna be yours. Secrets I have held in my heart are harder to hide than I thought. Maybe I just wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Wanna be yours. Let me be your lucky meter, and I'll never run out. Let me be the portable heater that y'all get cold without. I wanna be a steady lotion, hold your hair in deep devotion, at least as deep as the Pacific Ocean. I wanna be yours. Secrets I have held in my heart are harder to hide than I thought. Maybe I just wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. I wanna be yours. 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 Wanna be yours.
skinny tie and a cup tight. He go and make breakfast. You walk around naked. I might just text you. Turn your phone over when it's all over. No settling down. My texts go to your screen. You know better than that. I come around when you least expect me. I'm sitting at the bar when your glass is empty. You thinking that the song's coming on to tempt me. I need to be alone like the way you left me. You start calling, you start crying. I come over, I'm inside you. I can't find you, the girl that I once had. But the sex that we have isn't half bad. Text say that it's not fair. That's cold, boy, he's not here. And I'ma flirt with this new girl. And I'ma call if it don't work. So we fuck till it comes to conclusions. All the things that we thought we were losing. I'm a ghost and you know this. That's why we broke up in the first place. Cause I want you to know that I'm ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. I want you to know that I'm ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. It's late night Thursday. I know that you heard me, but you don't want the same thing. Well, two can play that game. So I'm chilling with my girlfriend, but she not my real girlfriend. She got a key to my place, but she not my real girlfriend. Stupid, so dummy. Say the wrong thing and wrong girls come running. I'm paranoid that these girls want something from me, and it's hard to make a dime go 100. And my dude freaking out over a worst fate. She on time, but she late for their first date. Cause he went and tried out a new condom, slipped off in a threesome. Good problems, right, wrong. Asking them if she wanna play games with the Super Smash Brothers, but none of them you. I miss the sex where you kiss whenever you're through. 69 is the only dinner for two. I was wrong, but would you have listened to you? You were crazy. I got a heart, but the artichoke is only thing girls want when you in that smoking like. I want you to know that I am ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. I want you to know that I am ready to go. Heartbeat, my heartbeat. I want you to know whenever you are around. Can't speak, I can't speak. So we're done? This the real shit? We used to hold hands like field trips. I'm a jerk, but your dude is a real dick. I read his posts on your wall and I feel sick. He ain't cool, he ballin' all that, but he just a fake nigga who blogging all cats. You couldn't wait today. I'm going straight for your thighs like the cake you ate. I give a fuck about the niggas that you say you ate. You know that I'm the best when I'm a fake Sinead. I'm the best that you had, face it. Jay and Keisha are related, racist. I give you money, then you burn it, then you made off. She ain't a killer, but she fucking blow your head up. I know he wondering what the fuck you hiding. That we dated like rats about Bin Laden. Hey yo, fuck this. Are we dating? Are we fucking? Are we best friends? Are we something in between that? I wish we never fucked and I mean that. But not really. You say the nastiest shit in bed and it's fucking awesome. Just a moment right before all the sun ends. Wasn't brave enough to tell you, but there ain't gonna be another chance. It's not long until and everything's still. The minutes are racing. Whatever I've done, I did it for love. I did it for fun. Couldn't get enough. I did it for fame, but never for mine.
can, long as I can, spend some time alone, as long as I can. Long
Let's
as
go
I
back into our server.
can, be the man I am.
I hate you.
Toss your dirty shoes in my washing machine. Heart, baby, bang it up inside. I'm not wearing my usual lipstick. I thought maybe we would kiss tonight. Baby, will you kiss me already? And toss your dirty shoes in my washing machine. Heart, baby, bang it up inside. Baby, though I close my eyes, I know who you pretend I am. I know who you pretend I am. Call me T.Y., not me. Why not me? Don't me T.Y., not me. Why not me? Don't me
Then you could add buttons to change the value of this property on click. All you need is a click event listener.
take you like a drug?
got color in your cheeks? Do you ever get that feel that you can't shift, the tide that sticks around like summits in your teeth? Are there some aces up your sleeve? Have you no idea that you're in deep? I dreamt about you nearly every night this week. How many secrets can you keep? Cause there's this tune I found that makes me think of you somehow, and I play it on repeat until I fall asleep, spilling drinks on my settee. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go, sorta hoping that you'd stay. Maybe we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Crawling back to you, never thought of calling when you left you, 'cause I always knew. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. So have you got the goods? Been wondering if your heart's still open, and if so, I wanna know what time it should. Simmer down and poker up. I'm sorry to interrupt, it's just I'm constantly on the cusp. I've tried been to kiss you. I don't know if you feel the same as I do. We could be together if you wanted to. Do I wanna know if this feeling flows both ways? Sad to see you go, was sorta hoping that you'd stay. Didn't we both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day? Crawling back to you, never thought of calling when you better feel, 'cause I always do. Maybe I'm too busy being lost to fall for somebody new. Now I thought it through, crawling back to you. If this feeling flows both ways, sorta hoping that you'd stay. We both know that the nights were mainly made for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day. Do I wanna know? Too busy being lost to fall. Sad to see you go. Ever thought of calling down? I wanna know. Do you want me crawling back to you?
You suck. You wanna talk about sex, but we're not allowed. Well, you may not like it, but you better let it out, 'cause it's your turn now. Now what's on your nasty old mind?
How should I begin this? I guess it started when you were with him, and how he never even took you out to dance. But did he fuck with any rhythm? And now he's playing with your head. But did just for you. How quickly they turn sour, so be careful who you screw. You never call, and I'm starting to suspect you don't intend to do anything you say.
We wanna talk about sex, but we're not allowed. Well, you may not like me, but you better learn how, 'cause it's your turn now. You're wasting your time with excuses and lies. Now what's on your nasty old mind? By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind. By yourself, sitting alone. I hope we're still friends, yeah, I hope you don't mind.
Okay, 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 okay.
You live in my dream state. Relocate my fantasy. I stay in reality. You live in my dream state. Anytime I count sheep, that's the only time we make up, make up. You exist behind my eyelids, my eyelids. No, I don't wanna wake up.
2020, 2020 vision. Cupid hit me with precision. I wonder if you look both ways when you cross my mind. I said I'm sick of chasing. You're the one that's always running through my daydream. I can only see your face when I close my eyes.
Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go to war, and I don't know if I'ma see you again. Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go to war, and I don't know if I'ma see you again.
Switch it up. I said, okay, dookie. My infatuation it translating to another form of what you call it. Oh yeah, I ain't met you, I've been looking, stuck and waiting for I stop the chasing like an alcoholic. You don't understand me, what the fuck do you mean? It's them rose to the cheeks, yeah, it's them dirt colored eyes. Sugar, honey, iced tea, bumblebee on the scene. Yeah, I give up my bakery to have a piece of your pie. Ugh. 2020 vision. Cupid hit me with precision. I wonder if you look both ways when you cross my mind. I said I'm sick of chasing. You're the one that's always running through my daydream. I can only see your face when I close my eyes. So
Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go to war. I don't know if I'ma see you again. Can I get a kiss? And can you make it last forever? I said I'm about to go to war, and I don't know if I'ma see you again.
you're driving me mad. But that's alright with me. It's really no fuss, as long as you're next to me. Just the two of us. You're my kind of woman. Mine, oh mine. What a girl. You're my kind of woman. And I'm down on my hands and knees, begging you please, baby, show me your world. Oh, brother, sweetheart, I'm feeling so tired, really falling apart, and it just don't make sense to me. I really don't know why you'd stick right next to me wherever I go. You're my kind of woman. Mine, oh mine. What a girl. You're my kind of woman. And I'm down on my hands and knees, begging you please, baby, show me your world. Hope you don't regret it. I push a lot back, but I can't forget it. We never got the credit. Nobody seemed to hear us, but we said it. Neither of us planned it, and for a long time I took it all for granted. I really thought we had it, but at the time it was more than I could manage. So if we can leave it all behind us and meet in between, it would give me so high all the time, high all the time. I wanna be high all the time. Would you come with me? Wish I didn't doubt it. I wish I never ever told you all about it. But I just had to let you know I never meant to hurt you though. I had all my motives, I didn't know they wouldn't mix with your emotions. I just had to reach my goals, never knew I'd meet you though. So if we can agree to disagree and keep on reaching, it will get you so high all the time, high all the time. I wanna be high all the time. Would you come with me? High all the time, high all the time. I wanna be high all the time. Would you come with me? Let's just stick together. You're my best friend, I love you forever. You can be the greatest. Doesn't matter if I never reach you famous.
lights on in the afternoon, and the nights are drawn out long, and you're kissing to cut through the gloom with a cough drop colored tongue. And you were sitting in the corner with the coats all piled high, when I thought you might be mine. In a small world on an exceptionally rainy Tuesday night, in the right place and time. When the zero's standing on the 24-hour clock, when you know who's calling, even though the number is blocked, when you walk to rent your house wearing a scattering cross, and your knees up. Well, you cured my January blues. Yeah, you made it all alright. I got a feeling I might have lit the very fuse that you were trying not to lie. You were a stranger in my phone book. I was acting like I knew.
Is take these forms from our email and password, and we want to be able to access them inside of our request variable inside of our post method. So inside of post here for our register, we could say request.body.name, and that would correspond to this name field right here. We could do the same thing for email, and of course lastly the same thing for password. And what we put after body here corresponds exactly to this name field. So name is email, name is password. Whatever this name field is corresponds to what we're going to use after body to access it. Now what we're going to use is, instead of using a database to store our users, we're just going to store them in a local variable inside of our server. So let's create a variable up here. We're just going to say const users is going to be equal to an empty array. Now this is something you would never want to do in production, but it's much easier to use just a local variable as opposed to connect that we want to install. So down here inside of our terminal, we can just hit plus to open up a new terminal, and we can type in npm i bcrypt. And bcrypt is going to allow us to hash passwords as well as to compare hashed passwords to make sure that our application is entirely secure. Once that's done downloading, we can come up to the top here and we can actually include that. So we can say const bcrypt is going to be equal to require, just like that, and we want to make sure we require bcrypt. There we go, now we actually have access to that variable. Let's make sure we go back to our other console that has our actual application running on it. And inside of here, what we want to do is we want to create a new user with the correct hashed password. So to do this, we're going to use a try catch block because we actually are using asynchronous code. And what we want to do is we want to make sure this is an async function so that we can use try catch inside of it. And what we want to do is we want to make a hashed password. So we can create a variable, call it hashed password, and that's going to be equal to bcrypt.hash. And what we want to do is we want to pass it in the password, which is request.body.password. And we also want to pass it how many times that we want it to generate essentially that hash. How secure do we want it to be? And we're going to use the value 10, which is just a good standard default value, which is going to make it fairly quick, but also quite secure. And we need to make sure that we actually await this because this is asynchronous, so it's going to return after waiting for it. So now here we have an actual hashed password which we can store in our database. And if you want more in-depth information on security for authentication with hashing passwords, I have an entire video which I'll also link in the cards and the description that goes over just authentication and hashing passwords using bcrypt inside of Node.js. Now what we can do down here is we have that users variable. We can just push a new user to it. And this user is first going to have an ID that we can uniquely identify it for. So we'll just use date.now.toString. This is going to be a unique identifier for us. Again, if you had a database, this would be automatically generated, so you wouldn't have to worry about this step. Next, we want to get the name from the request. So we'll say request.body.name. We want to get the email, which is request.body.email. And lastly, this password is instead of the request.body.password, we want to use that hashed password right here because this is actually safe to store in our database. Now, if all of that was successful, we want to redirect the user back to the login page. So we can say response redirect, and we want to redirect them to /login so that they can log in with the account they just registered. But if for some reason we had a failure, we just want to redirect them back to the register page here. So redirect to register, and we can remove this bogey line down here, and that's our entire application for registering users. Now if I save that, and at the bottom here, we just put a console.log for our users, so we can see if we added a user, we can come in here, type in a name, we'll use W at W, and a password of W. If we click register, you'll see down here in the console, we get printed out an ID, which is just the current timestamp. We have the name W, email W at W, and this hashed password, which is completely safe for us to store in our database. Now, one thing to note is that every time we save our application and it reloads, this variable users is going to get reset to an empty array. So we just have to make sure we remember that, and every time we make a change, we just need to re-add our user. And this is purely because we're not using a database. As I said earlier, this is just in memory. This is something, again, you would not want to do in a production application. Now that we have our register functionality done, the next thing to work on is login. And the actual act of checking to make sure the user's name and email and password are the same is not too difficult. But to actually persist that user across all of your different requests, it gets a little bit involved. So we're going to use a really handy library called Passport.js, which is used by nearly everyone for authentication. So let's go over here to our other terminal where we can actually install that. And what we want to do is we just want to type in npm I, and we want to install Passport as well as Passport local. And the local version essentially allows us to use usernames and passwords for logging in. Passport has a bunch of different ways you can log in, whether it's through Google, Facebook, local password, email, etc. So we just want to use the local version, but again, if you wanted to experiment with other versions, feel free to. Also, in order to store and persist our user across different pages, we need to use something called session. So we're going to install express session, and also to display messages for if we fail to log in, we're going to install something called express flash, which is used by Passport inside the internals to display those nice handy messages for wrong email, wrong password, etc. So after that finishes installing, there we go, we can now actually set up our Passport to be working with our login. And while we could put all this information into our server file here, it's quickly going to become quite large and bloated. So what I like to do is actually create a separate file, and we're just going to call this here passport config.js. And in here, we're going to put all of our different Passport related information. We're going to want to put login up here, JS. Now what we can do down initial, something went wrong on your server, and in our case there is no error. Just like this, we can actually put this all session messages.error, and this is just essentially saying that we have an error message. And the way that this messages.error gets set is Flash is going to set a messages variable to all of our different Flash messages, and Passport is going to set a error message here, which is going to be whatever error that we get. For example, over here, no user with that name or password incorrect is going to be what error is set to. So if we do have an error being set, what we want to do is we just want to render that. So we can just say locals.messages.error. Actually, we don't even need the locals. We can just remove that. It's just messages.error. Make sure we close that off. And of course, we also need to make sure that we close off our curly braces here. So now we're actually going to display our message if we have one. And if we save, refresh, you can see that we're getting an error. So let's go over to our application here, see what our error is. If we scroll up, you see that it's saying that we're having an error here on line 12. It's saying that it can't understand what bcrypt is, and it's actually because it can't understand await, because we need to have an asynchronous function here. So now if we save that, scroll back down, you see we're
So, I write SL part, and in this I write data insertion code. Now, if user exist, if part x div first I use label tag. Next, I use input field and type password. apply some style. Now, open your. Next, I create a connect. Next, open index.js file. And, here import model from config.js file. You can give any name to it. When we are playing with database, here I use our insert many method. Next, I console.log method to show data in terminal, to check which kind of data we can send.